So that is Project ATS. Now, there's already a video of kind of how I painted the case, but I wanted to talk about the other mods that I did to this case. One of the mods that I did to the case was I painted the GeForce logo that was located on the 980 Ti. So in order to do this, I actually had to take apart the whole graphics card to do this. TechSource did a great video. I will leave it linked down in the description below on how to take it apart. But I go about sanding it a little bit different because he wasn't really painting it. He was really showing you guys how to get it white. I'm showing you guys how to paint it. So what you want to do is you want to sand it till you basically see black or majority black like this. After you sand it, you just want to paint the whole thing. After you paint it, you want to let it dry, come back with an X-Acto knife and basically scrape off from the G, scrape off the extra paint on the E, the F, the R, the C, and you get the point. Basically, you do that for each letter that you need to until you get it looking like this. Now keep in mind, if you do this, don't expect any light to shine through at all. Next, I took a H220X all-in-one cooler from SwiftTech, and I basically modded that to have hard tubing. Now actually doing this with the SwiftTech all-in-one cooler is relatively easy. All you need to do this is basically a screwdriver and a size 16 wrench. You want to start out with the screwdriver, undo this clamp here, then you want to take the wrench and get the whole fitting off. Once you get all the fittings off with the wrench, they are actually normal G-quarter fitting holes, if that makes sense. So you can basically fit any fitting you want to them. Next, you want to go ahead and place the radiator and figure out the orientation that you want it. Now, in this case, I actually realized that the way that it's supposed to go is not the way that I have it. I actually have it backwards, so you're seeing the back of the pump and the back of the reservoir, and you're seeing that circuit board right now. However, that's going to change because I'm going to take that pump top off, paint it gold so it matches the rest of the build, and I'm also going to be putting black fluid in it, so you're not actually going to see that green circuit board with the LEDs on the other side. So now, basically, we're just going to go ahead and do that really quick. And now we are going to map out the loop. So for this loop, I'm actually kind of going to go up and then come back down into the CPU block. And the reason why is because the top fitting, or the outlet of the pump basically, is at a really kind of a weird angle where it's like almost 30 or 25 degrees. So it's not like a perfect 45. And so I have to kind of come out of that at that angle, turn that into like a 90 coming up, and then go over into the CPU. You can see that weird angle right here from this shot. And then after bending the second tube actually also has an offset. So they both come up to the same height, if that makes sense. And then when this one actually kind of bends right to go back up, it also has like an offset. So it kind of goes right and backwards at the same time, and then up into the pump and reservoir combo. It doesn't look straight from this angle, but I promise you both pieces of tubes are perfectly straight when it comes to a vertical playing field and a horizontal playing field. And I was ready to do my leak test. So I filled the loop and I let it run and run and run. It took 40 hours to get all the air bubbles out of the system. It was, I don't know why, but there was just a lot of air stuck in this little tiny loop. And I think it has to do with the reservoir and pump combo and maybe the way I had it oriented. And since the leak test turned out good, it was time to drain some of that and then fill it up with black fluid. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys like it, and make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. I'm going to actually be doing a more in-depth video on how to take an all-in-one cooler from SwiftTech and turn it into a hard custom loop, kind of just what I did here. I'm just going to go and break it down to more details. I just need to get my hands on another SwiftTech all-in-one cooler to do that. Also coming up, I have a lot more water cooling videos. We will be looking at different types of tubing, so we're going to be looking at glass, PTEG, and acrylic here soon. So make sure you guys are subbed to the channel for that.